Hey everyone, today we'll discuss a father's silent love, like food glowing in the oven. John's dad truly cares for him, but doesn't express it much. After Savannah joined, he found his dad accepted his girlfriend. Food portions naturally doubled, and Dad silently showed his love through his cooking. But Dad, who was around every day, was often overlooked like the air we breathe. Perhaps due to excessive closeness, he was easily overlooked. Savannah's coming enabled John to face the gap with his dad. The helplessness and confusion he felt due to his father's illness gradually faded with Savannah's gentle presence. In just 2 weeks, it felt like a romantic getaway, enjoying the beautiful moments without worrying about the future. But alas, John's vacation was almost over. It was time to return for his last year of military. Savannah had to return to school too, and when they parted, they exchanged short but heartfelt letters. "Remember that promise you made?" Yeah, before he left. Dad just stood there silently, like a speechless puppet. Watching his son leave, he didn't even give a hug, as if he lost the hug function altogether. Little did they know this farewell was their permanent goodbye. John made Savannah promise as real as love gets. Though they were apart, they used letters to share their thoughts, as if trying to prevent distance from tainting their feelings. Each letter was carefully saved like a priceless treasure, with hopes of one day reuniting. They could only share their longing by looking at the same moon on designated nights. However, this love would soon face an unexpected twist before John's discharge from the military. One day, John got a letter from Savannah to cut ties and broke down in tears after reading it. Suddenly, the world lost its color, the paper trembled in his hands, and memories flooded back like a tide. His laughter, hugs, and gazes instantly transformed into piercing pains that he found utterly unbearable, and in the end, he simply couldn't endure it any longer. Subtitles. It's done. Absolutely done. He finally made up his mind to end it all. He tossed each letter into the trash, watching the flames burn away their shattered love. Just then, the nation itself faced another attack. He extended his military service without hesitation, feeling he had no choice but to linger in destruction. Desperate, he begged his superiors to send him to the most dangerous place for the mission. But during a routine mission, disaster struck. Fortunately, the bullet just hit his shoulder, not his heart. After recovering, he hurried back to the force. Friends urged him to retire and go home, but John refused. His feelings were just too complex. Losing his beloved girl, coupled with the fact that his father only has autism, has left him completely devoid of any fondness for returning home. Soon, brave John went back into battle, but surprises are always lurking around the corner. One day the army called him back. The instructor told him to go home quickly for his father's critical condition, filling him with guilt. If he had listened to the captain's advice and gone home to care for his dad, things wouldn't have turned out so badly. When he returned to that cold, empty home, he couldn't help but cry. The warm family atmosphere was gone forever. No more warm bread baking in the oven, just his dad's collection of coins left behind. He didn't know how to express his pain, so he picked up a pen and wrote a letter. Subtitles. When Father wakes up, I have so many things to tell you. What he really wanted to say was about the promise they made years ago. What struck him was the depth of a father's love, heavy as a mountain. In that moment, the barrier between him and his father vanished, and he bravely expressed his love. A father's love is heavy and profound, yet at times it's as daunting as climbing a mountain. Dad reached out, and John quietly took his hand, resting against his father's embrace like a baby. This was the last time he felt his father's warmth. After that, he lost a piece of his heart. After that, he decided to return to the army, fighting in honor of his late father. Before he left, he sought Savannah for an explanation, only to discover the whole truth. It turned out Savannah had married their neighbor Tim to care for his son and her boyfriend who had cancer. She just didn't want to be seen as the betrayer of his marriage. Savannah had acted from kindness, yet still, John wanted a definite answer. She said she didn't want to call because hearing his voice might make her change her mind. For her, leaving all this was tough. She was enduring loneliness and pain. She needed someone to lean on, and he just wasn't there.